American Idol fans are once again finding themselves at the center of a storm of controversy and heated discussions as the beloved singing competition faces one of its most intense waves of criticism in years. A growing segment of the show's loyal audience is becoming increasingly vocal online, accusing the program of what they call a hoax that misleads viewers, manipulates results, and undermines the spirit of the competition that first made the franchise a household name. The mounting frustration has spilled across social media platforms, with hashtags calling out the show trending and heated arguments among fans flooding forums and fan pages that were once filled with excitement and support for the singers. Now, instead of joyful anticipation, each new episode seems to spark yet another battle about fairness, transparency, and authenticity, which has reignited the debate over whether American Idol is truly the talent-driven show it claims to be. At the heart of the outrage are allegations that producers are shaping storylines more than allowing the talent to speak for itself. Viewers have pointed to editing choices, dramatic personal backstories, and carefully crafted contestant arcs that feel suspiciously tailored to manipulate audience emotions rather than showcasing pure artistry. Fans argue that the show now leans heavily into reality television tactics that prioritize ratings over fairness. Contestants who deliver shaky performances sometimes seem to be pushed forward, while technically stronger singers mysteriously vanish during eliminations. This has left many fans wondering if votes truly matter or if the outcomes are determined long before the episodes air, adding fuel to the narrative that the entire show has become a hoax in disguise. The criticism escalated in recent weeks after a series of eliminations stunned audiences and caused fan favorites to exit the competition earlier than expected. Some viewers claim that their repeated voting efforts felt ignored, with results contradicting the widespread popularity of certain singers. Online fan groups have exploded with comments from people swearing they voted dozens of times, yet their favorite contestants still ended up in the bottom. Fans argue that the disconnect between public sentiment and actual results has never felt wider, and that producers must be prioritizing their own agenda over the genuine voice of the American people. Since the show was originally built on the promise of giving everyday viewers the power to make someone a star, this perception of betrayal cuts deep. Beyond voting integrity, fans have also criticized the judges themselves. Accusations range from favoritism to scripted commentary, with some arguing that the panel spends more time delivering pre-packaged inspirational lines than giving real constructive feedback. Viewers say that contestants who should have been held accountable for poor performances are often praised, while others receive nitpicky criticism that feels designed to sway opinions rather than support artistic growth. The imbalance has made many longtime fans believe that judges are playing roles in a larger narrative instead of acting as fair mentors. Some online commenters have even gone so far as to suggest that the judges are complicit in the alleged hoax by intentionally steering the spotlight toward contestants the producers want to succeed. The term hoax has become central in the discourse surrounding the show, particularly among fans who feel the franchise is no longer trustworthy. For them, it is not simply about disagreeing with outcomes, but about losing faith in the integrity of the competition. They argue that American Idol sells itself as a democratic process where the best voice rises through the will of the people, but in reality it has become a pre-scripted performance that masquerades as reality television. Viewers are asking hard questions about whether any contestant truly has a fair shot, or whether producers have already decided who fits their marketable mold before auditions even air. The backlash has spread beyond typical fan complaints, with media critics and even former contestants weighing in. Some past Idol hopefuls have hinted in interviews that production had a heavy hand in their journeys on the show, recounting how song choices were limited backstage and how narratives were pushed for dramatic effect. While not all former contestants have echoed these sentiments, enough of them have spoken out to strengthen fans' suspicions that the so-called hoax may have roots deeper than viewers realize. It paints a picture of a show that has perhaps drifted too far from its origins and too close to the machinery of manufactured reality TV. Meanwhile, supporters of the show defend it by pointing out that television at its core is entertainment, and that editing and narrative shaping are part of the business. They argue that while producers may highlight certain aspects of contestants' stories, the talent still shines through, and that no amount of editing can disguise a truly remarkable performance. These defenders say the accusations of a hoax go too far, and that the outrage is more about fans being disappointed when the personal favorites do not win. They argue that American Idol has always been a blend of talent competition and reality storytelling, and that expecting a perfectly transparent process ignores the realities of modern television production. Nevertheless, the controversy highlights a growing disconnect between what fans expect and what the show delivers. In its early seasons, American Idol thrived on the authenticity of unknown voices rising From obscurity to stardom purely by capturing the hearts of the voting public, that sense of discovery has always been at the heart of the brand, but as the years have gone on and as competition from shows like The Voice and America's Got Talent increased, Idol seems to have shifted towards spectacle and drama, often at the expense of raw sincerity for fans who tune in week after week, investing emotionally in the journeys of these contestants. The sense that they are being misled has become intolerable. As the uproar grows, there are calls for producers to address the concerns directly. Some fans demand transparency about the voting system, clearer rules about how results are tallied, and more honest editing that does not attempt to misrepresent performances. Others want a complete overhaul of the judging process to restore credibility and put the focus back on vocal ability rather than storyline manipulation. Whether producers will listen remains uncertain as ratings continue to drive decision-making and the franchise seeks to maintain relevance in a crowded entertainment landscape. In the end, the question at the center of this storm is whether American Idol can reconcile its identity as both a reality show and a music competition if it continues down the path of heavy-handed production. Fans warn that its reputation will further erode and the accusations of being a hoax will only intensify, but if the show can return to its roots, embracing transparency and putting genuine talent above all else, there may still be hope to regain the trust of its most loyal audience. For now, however, the debate rages on, and every elimination, every comment from the judges, and every behind-the-scenes leak is scrutinized under the lens of skepticism. What was once a celebration of dreams coming true has become a battleground of distrust, disappointment, and disillusionment. The heated conversations online reflect not only frustration with a single show, but also a broader cultural demand for authenticity in entertainment. Fans are speaking louder than ever, and whether or not American Idol listens, their voices have already made an impact. The allegations of a hoax may or may not hold water, but the passion of the audience is undeniable, and their anger shows that the dream of fair competition still matters deeply to those who first fell in love with the promise of the show. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Talent Spotlight Idol YouTube channel for more update news.